Hey guys, welcome back to Nature's Cadence Farm. Today we're going to be doing a quick review on this Milwaukee M12 sander polisher. And the part number, the catalog number is 2438-20. And so yeah, really like this thing. Very, very handy to have, especially with the sanding disc on here. I use that a lot. And I also use some of the Scotch-Brite attachments, and I'll get you in here really quick and I'll show you in the bag kind of how I have everything organized out. But those are the two ones I use the most, and I have used it with the foam polishing pad, and then you could put some turtle wax on there or Plastex if you want to polish some plastics. But anyway, so yeah, so let's get in here. It's got two speeds, so you can see that's a lower speed and then the higher speed. And speed 1 is 0 to 2,800 RPM, and then speed 2 is 0 to 8,300 RPM. I find myself using speed 2 more than speed 1, but it does have the option. Also has a handle in here, and when I get you in the bag, I'll show you the handle that goes in here so you can kind of two-handed if you're polishing something. And then it has this lock. This lock right here is what locks the shaft down so you can remove your tools on the end here, just like that. You can see that unthreading off of there. So that's really nice. And it does not have a reverse, but it does have a lock. So you can trigger lock it like that. This is the trigger lock, this little button right here that would lock it. And then you can't pull the trigger, and then you can unlock it by pushing it this way right here, and then you can spin it up. So either way, so let's get in here. It also has a battery indicator here, and you can see when you pull the trigger it shows you the battery level there. So let's get in here to the bag. I'm going to have you kind of set up right here, and I'm going to get you in there and I'm going to show you all the cool stuff that Mrs. Cadence has done for me. She organized this bag and labeled all the little boxes up, and it's super handy. Very nice. So let's get in here and check that out. So I've got this bag that I kind of keep everything in, and that's really nice. So if you have an extra one of these, or you can pick them up pretty inexpensive. So go ahead and get you one of these. I got this one from my dad, so thanks, Pops. Inside of here I've got the rest of these sanding discs, and then this is another option that can go on that same attachment, and these are actually Scotch-Brite pads, and these have the different colors or different degrees of, we'll call it Scotch-Britiness, but how much abrasion it actually has. And so those would also go on the same addition, right here. They just roll right on there, so that's kind of nice. And then here's a better look on how you would push that down to lock the shaft, and then unthread the attachment, and then you can put different attachments on right here. So I really like that. This is really nice, and there's a close-up view of the part number and catalog number and everything. Inside of the bag here I've got these are Velcro sanding discs, and Mrs. Cadence went through and labeled all this stuff for me, so that was really cool because we can keep track of what we have and how much of it that we have. And here's just some more like Scotch-Brite discs, and then and this one here is kind of neat. So this is where those sanding pads actually attach to. So those sanding pads go on here with this adapter, and you thread this into the sander polisher. So I just put everything in an old soup container. It's pretty nice. And so yeah, here's everything else in here. Here's the handle. It came with a handle, and so that's I don't ever really use that, but that's what we have. So you can also put polishing pads. These would be for doing like headlights, let's say, or something like that. But you would put some buffing compound on there. You could do your car, I guess. And then all through here, these are different polishing pads of different degrees of coarseness. So there's coarse, medium, fine, and here's a microfiber, looks like. Yeah, microfiber polisher. So all these are separated out. This is, again, really nice. And there's like a wool buffer kind of thing. So that's pretty cool. So there you go. There's a quick little tour of the bag and everything I keep in there, and what it can do. And I'll throw in a couple of quick videos here of the sander disc, actually with the sanding pad, doing some work. And you can see it does a great job, really quick, at cleaning up those chainsaw bars and things like that. So you can see it's very handy. So there you go, guys. It's just a quick review of this Milwaukee sander polisher. Again, really nice. They're not too bad on the price, but I would say definitely worth it. So if you can find one, maybe the deal's coming up this time of year. It's around the holiday season, so maybe if you can find one of these at a pretty good deal. Now, the kit I got was tool only, so this is how it will come, without the batteries. But you can pick it up with the battery and the charger, and I'll tell you what, down below in the description, I'll put a link to both. So if you want the tool, battery, and charger, 2 batteries and charger, I think is how it might come, I'll put a link to that. And then if you just already have the M12 batteries, I'll put a link to just the tool only in there. And it also comes, the tool only comes with the extra attachments, the pad, the buffing pad, and this adapter thing here and stuff like that. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.